The summer months are upon us, and for some that means a few trips. It also means keeping your safety in mind if you're headed away from home. This afternoon we have Special Agent Matt Swansinger with the FBI to go over some things with us. Good afternoon. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So first of all, we're going on this trip. We're really excited. We're talking about packing and doing all that good stuff. What should we be thinking about in terms of preparing for international or even domestic travel to make sure that we're safe?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple things to think about here as far as documentation is concerned. Making sure if you're traveling internationally, you have your passport up to date, your driver's license up to date. You don't want to get on a trip and it expires in the middle of the trip. But besides having those pieces of documentation with you, make copies of it. Make at least 2 copies of that documentation. Keep one maybe at home in case you need to access it or someone needs to access it while you're gone. And the second copy maybe store it somewhere secure in your luggage. That way, if you lose your physical identification or your passport, unfortunately, you can easily access that. The other piece with documentation goes for traveling. Limit what currency you're taking or forms of payment. If you end up taking credit cards and debit cards, I would do the same thing there. Recommend to make copies of those and also keep that somewhere secure in your luggage and also at home as well.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case you end up losing it. You got those 16-digit numbers and the customer service number to call if it ends up getting stolen or it's lost.
That's the other thing too. You're like, well, I don't have my card, so I don't know the number on the back. Great ideas. I've actually never done that before. So making copies of documentation, really smart. So when we're traveling abroad though, what should we maybe be trying to avoid in traveling abroad specifically?
Yes, traveling abroad. There's a U.S. Department of State has a great website. It's travel.state.gov. You can, depending on what country you're going to, you can pull it up. They'll give you alerts, travel advisories, things to consider on your travel, places to avoid. The other thing when traveling internationally is just be cognizant of being in the airport, right? If a stranger asks you to watch a bag or to carry something, politely say no, maybe walk away. Don't let anyone else watch your luggage either. Travel in groups, or if you're in pairs, travel in pairs. If you're alone, especially traveling internationally, make sure you check with someone back here in the States just to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah. So they know where you are and what you're doing, and they can check in with you as well, just in case. And when we are traveling, we end up somewhere and maybe we see something, not something that we wanted to stumble across, but we might witness a crime, or we might witness someone becoming a victim of something. What do we do in those types of situations? Yeah,
if you're traveling domestically, obviously contact your local police authorities. If you see something suspicious, say something. You can contact the FBI. We have a 1-800 number. It's 1-800-call-FBI, or you can file a complaint or tip online at www.fbi.gov. If you are traveling abroad overseas, you can also if you are a victim of a crime or a witness of a crime or see something, you can report that to the U.S. Embassy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, just some things to keep in mind when we're out, because we're thinking we just want to make it to our destination. We just want to make our connecting flight. We're not necessarily thinking about our surroundings or things like that. So make copies.
Yep.
What else did we say? We want to check in with people at home.
Absolutely.
Not pick up bags that people ask us to watch, things like that. And then if we see anything, say something.
Yeah,
about
say
it
something
as well.
The other thing too, maybe just keep in mind as well, just be cognizant of Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, open Wi-Fi. Check with your cell phone provider before you leave, especially if you're traveling internationally. Make sure your cell phone's going to work overseas. Be careful of other USB charging stations. Sometimes those kiosks, they can actually download some information off your phone, so be cognizant of that, or free Wi-Fi or free USB charging stations for your phone. I would just bring your own plug-in charger and plug it right into the electrical outlet.
Into the wall, yeah, because they have them all over the airports, and you're like, yay, my phone's dying, let me plug it in, and then before you know it, you've got something on your phone that you don't want, right?
Yep.
All right, Special Agent, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, and safe travels to everyone who's going to be off this summer. John.